All right, so let's talk about my purpose and what I'm trying to do. Because I think if I'm able to articulate that, use everything of my being and my body, do this, I know that I can better explain what it is that I want to do. And that thing that I want to do is I want to affect and change people's lives in a very positive way. I want to be able to be a voice for those that I want to help people, but I just feel like that word is just so overused, and it's so overused so much that it doesn't mean anything. I hate that. I hate that. I want to help people. We all like to help people. Everyone, we enjoy interacting with people, but keep in mind that I don't want to help people just for the sake of helping people. I like to help people because it helps me. It helps me feel better. It helps me become better. Every time I interact with somebody, I learn something about them and I learn something about myself that allows me to help the next person and basically grow as a human being. I want to get better and better and better. This is why I like lifting weights and why I love powerlifting. I want to get better. I want to lift more weights. And the great thing I love about powerlifting so much is that you're just lifting the three same lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, and you just focus on those things, trying to get better at those lifts and nothing else. I mean, of course, there are other skills that are important, but it just makes it so simple. Like if you're doing Olympic weightlifting or CrossFit, well, I guess Olympic weightlifting is very simple too. But my point is that there is some sort of growth and some sort of extension of where you are building yourself up to get to a point of new person. And I know that for me to get to that new person or that higher level person or that higher skilled person, I have to be able to change as a human being. I have to be different. I have to be different. I must be different. If I'm not different, I'm not going to be there because you simply have to look at your results. I heard Brian Tracy say this in the book I'm listening to right now. No excuses. Is that how do you know how well you're doing? All you have to do is look around. Look at your bank account. You are getting exactly what you're getting. And I know that a lot of people out there will have a tendency to believe that, oh, I deserve more, I deserve better. And, that could be true, but not in the context of being financially successful or being having success in your relationships. Anything and everything that we do comes from making an effort in that endeavor. Some things come more naturally than others for whatever reason. For someone who's an introvert, who has tendency to be awkward around people, who doesn't like making a lot of friends, myself, I have somehow managed to nail and get a wife that fucking loves me and a family, a beautiful family, and somehow keep it together. And I can't tell you how thankful I am for that. I mean, it just kind of makes me emotional for whatever reason because I don't think there is, I've never been so lucky. I just feel it makes me happy. And a big part of what helps with this is the fact that I've been listening to, I've been writing a book. I'm writing a book. It's called a 5 Minute Journal that I heard on a podcast. And I've been doing a 5 minute journal. And every morning I always write what am I grateful for, and I'm grateful for my family. And why am I grateful for my family? I mean, why am I not grateful for my family? I mean, I think it's so easy to take for granted. I remember like the CEOs, a lot of people who have big businesses and who are very successful, and like Carl Liebert, previous 24 Hour Fitness, in that world of 24 Hour Fitness, that old boys club. I wanted to be part of that, and I basically barely made it through middle management. I wanted to be part of that, and it was like being in high school. You just wanted to be captain of the football team or school class president. You wanted to be somebody. You wanted to be important. And I remember reading an interview that he did, and that interview said, he's very successful. Freaking, I guess he was in the military. He was CEO. He's CEO of some financial company, making a ton of money. Lives in Alamo. I mean, think about it for a second. Well, I'm losing my train of thought, but he said he wished he spent more time with family. And if I didn't lose my job at 24 Hour Fitness or quit 24 Hour Fitness as manager, I would not be where I'm at right now trying to build these videos and build this channel or go in the direction I'm going in. And although that I don't know exactly where I'm going to be, I have an idea and I feel good about it. And in the chance that I don't do well, or I don't get to where I want to go, or do exactly what I have in my mind, which is to build a big channel and get a lot of subscribers, and really bring some value to the world, is that I feel good about it. And I think, and I know, excuse me, I don't think, is I know that's more important, even though sometimes I don't, because I always want to attach money to it. It's important to me, and I want to make it a reality. I'm gonna make it a reality. And when I lost this job at 24 Hour Fitness 5 years ago, and I started working for UFC Gym, I was able to figure out how to. What is that? My daughter was born 2000 and what's 2014? 2 years ago, 2012, and I got to see her grow up. My beautiful daughter Ellie, named after my mom, Eleanor. Eleanor. We call her Ellie. Her name's Eleanor though, and we and I don't remember my son growing up. I mean, he's 6, he's turning 7, he's gonna be 7 this year. But I was so stressed out at work, and I was so like trying to be successful, and I'm already successful. Sure, I don't have everything nailed down or have a plan for the future for my kids' college. That's actually one of the biggest motivators of this, is for my kids' college, is to be able to basically pay for their college, or pay for something that they're going to do to get them further in life. Because when you realize that you have to support more than just yourself, you just kind of wake up all of a sudden. And now I have a third child on the way, and my wife's been kind of nervous about it. And I told her the other day, I said, I'm really excited for this child. And she says, well, that's the first time I ever heard you say that. I was like, I thought I told you that. And apparently I didn't. And I said, because my daughter's growing up so fast, and I feel like I'm gonna miss her, because she's so small, and she's gonna grow up. And I hugged my son today, and I said, what did I say? I said, I gave him a hug, and I said, when you get older, I don't think you're gonna want to hang out with me anymore. It's like, yes, I do. That's what he said. And then I told him, I hope so. I don't know. That was just me just talking about how grateful I am. Crazy.